Hey guys, what's up today? Random Andrew here. Kind of a bit of a headache kind of day. Really don't know how to explain that out, but if you have ever had a prolonged series of headaches, so far mine are going on about, I'd say 10 years now. It makes it difficult to get through some days, really just to do anything. One of the other reasons it's hard for me to stick to that regular 9 to 5 schedule of things. I often get these headaches that prevent me from being able to do the same thing routinely day after day after day. But without boring you guys on the details of that, I'll just say it's not bad outside. It's not snowing, so that means it's awesome. The sun has been in and out. It's been kind of windy though. I'm just watching the trees whip around out there. Wouldn't be a very fun day for filming. Although I might still go out for just a little rip later on, just for something to do. I have something else in mind I wanted to show you guys today. As you guys know, I've been working on these. Let's move the crashed UFO. Check them out. They're actually turning out pretty awesome. A good variety of them. Wanted to show you my piggy bank too. The crashed UFO. Yes, that's an actual piggy bank. Way better than a pig. Unless, of course, you're into Peppa Pig and all that kind of stuff. So as I'm getting that practice of hydro dipping? I guess it's not true hydro dipping. It's more like a redneck style of hydro dipping. I also have experimented with some other colors. This is a special one that I'm doing up for one of the donators. He gets a little bit, well, no two dog tags are going to be the same. All the swirl patterns are different. Some of the colors are different. This one here, though, I'm doing up special for one of the donators, one of the people who helped out. Because I've always noticed he has a black and green theme with some of his trucks, so yeah. But with those colors, there's something else. Oh, I guess I can put that over here now. With those colors, there's something else I wanted to try and dip. I guess the only real way is to show you. This little guy here is a statue that was in the gardens outside, and it was broken to about 4 or 5 pieces. And there were still large pieces, and I figured, well, I don't see the point in just tossing it when it can be repurposed or something new done with it. So guess what? We're gonna dip it. That's right, we're gonna dip it. Here's the thing though, with the way that you spray your paint onto the water, and I've noticed actually a few different methods for being able to apply the paint onto the water. Half of it gets back up in the air. Now this leaves room for this lens. I don't want to get you guys all paint covered, right? So I'm going to use the Activion camera to record the actual process, and then I'll get the Canon back out and show you guys once it's done and there's no chance of causing any damage to this camera. So let's switch over and we'll give that a shot. Well folks, that didn't work out so well. First off, the camera, that little camera, it's not turning on. So I still wasn't going to chance getting this all paint overspray. I tried to dip it. Look at that. You want to see how it worked out? This is going to take multiple dips, I think, so it only turned out the colors I wanted it to for like the first little bit of it going into the water, and then the rest is super thin. It actually adds a smoky effect. So I'll just end up dipping it again from another angle, again from another. We'll have a look. It's dripping dry right now. The head turned out freaking awesome. But the rest, I want the whole thing like that. So like I said, this is going to take a few attempts. The wings on the back, I'm not happy with how they look. Again, the tops, just to keep it in frame. The tops look alright, but further down in, not so alright. So, I'll do another dip and an update. Stay there. Stop. Stop. Stop moving. So I don't want it jiggling in case it decides to work its way loose. Anyhow, let that dry really good and then I'll try it again. It's a little bit later. This is about 3 dips so far from different angles. And the hardest part I'm having trouble getting in is right in there on the neck and the right, kind of where the arm meets the torso. Is it still showing the white through there? It looks alright. I mean, it kind of goes with it, but I'd like to see it evenly in black and green before I consider it done. And yeah, it's leaking. No, the little cherub didn't get scared. Because there's holes in certain spots where I didn't have the pieces to completely 100% put it back together. It takes on water and it lets out water, but otherwise it's, I don't know. I think she's going to be quite impressed. I hope she is. My mom likes this kind of stuff. Yeah, and that's pretty much all it is today. Is just working on little side projects. I even thought about maybe starting the paint on this giant thing. But at the same time, I want to have the proper masking tape when I do that, because that's going to take a lot of masking things off. And it's just best to have the right stuff if you want the right results, right? Right. It's kind of like this dipping process. It's giving me a chance to learn how to do this with different technique or different methods. I mean, they're all proving and yielding great results, as with these dog tags. I can't wait to get those done and get them out to everybody so they can know, how do you put that? So that they can have a piece of, I guess you could say, random artwork. My appreciation, saying thanks for your guys' help so far. And on the note of helping with guests, everybody who's donated for guests, I just want to take a second to say, no, I haven't given up on guests, okay? I am trying my hardest to find a set of proper stock SCX10 axles to put under them. And then I'll tell you right now, the person who will be probably using guests the most is my nephew, Joshua. Because when he comes out, he's having so much fun playing in the mud, and yet at the same time, he would be driving the trucks through the mud. Like, he usually takes over the dingo the last few times he come out, but the dingo was broken. Now, if Craig and Josh could be driving at the same time, that would be a goal. Or anybody else who just wants to say, hey, I'd love to come out, see what it is you guys are doing. Can I drive guests today? And I can be like, yes, you can. I just noticed, you notice this part in my hair? I feel that. How it's not parted 100%. Oh, I really muffed it up now. How it's not 100% even. It's a hair thing. Okay. I've always kept my hair parted down the middle, and when it's slightly off, it feels like as if your arm is slightly attached. If that's a bad example, only Astar from the 80s would know that. Anyhow, I'm gonna just let the rest of the night play out. I was supposed to get down to my mom's place and fix a network connection thing on my old laptop that I gave her. That's a long way to hike. I still have to get over. I'm gonna come visit you for a little bit there, Eugene. You're a little bit closer, plus Eugene's helping me out with something, so hey, right on. And then tomorrow, even if I gotta sacrifice a trail day, I am making the adventure across town to my mom's to go get that computer set up for her. Hey, I do what I can, and when I have days that started out like today did, with the headache as bad as it was, not so bad now, but the more I talk, the more I have this light shining in my eyes, it starts to creep back up on me. So we'll play the rest of the day out by ear. Kind of the same thing I do. Live life one day at a time, not worry about what tomorrow might not bring. Right? Yeah, something like that. I think I'm going to take Megas for the walk tonight. Eugene's isn't too far, so I think Megas should handle it. And we're going in for some first-person view. We'll have a look at what that looks like when we get back. back from a rather interesting run. I'm hoping some of that footage turned out good so that when I sit down to edit, I can piece together a little something interesting for you guys. Adding this part in after the edit. The onboard footage, not the best, but I think you guys will like what I did with it. I'm adding this little part into the end so you can see how far I got with dipping that Cherub angel today. I'm about to do the final dip. Update you guys in a second, but here, watch this, and then this what you're about to see is not the final dip, but just watch, and then update. And there you go, guys. It's the best I can really show you because I just literally dipped it. I got last of the white covered. I like it. I think it turned out really good. I'm gonna have to do one of these for myself. Yeah, random art. I love it. To be honest, folks, that I think turned out rather well. I think it turned out rather well. And if you live locally and you have the supplies but you don't think you can quite do that yourself, if you want to try it, go right ahead. I'll be more than glad to give you any advice that any knowledge I've gained through this practice so far. Or if you have the paint and you have something you want renewed, giving new life with that dipped paint look, get a hold of me. I'm sure for a very, very, small fee, I could have it done for you and have hopefully looking like that. Now the only reason I'd ask a small fee is, one, if you don't have the paints, I'm going to have to buy the paints you want. Two, it does take quite a few hours in the dipping, drying, plus yeah, very small fee. Considering how the product turns out, I think it's not much time or much to ask anyways. I always hate talking about that kind of stuff. But yeah, back to the regular ending I filmed earlier. Thanks again for watching, guys. It's about that time that I sit down and do the edit. I hope you guys enjoyed everything I showed today. I just kind of threw stuff together because it's really one of those nothing days. So, random days are here again. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate your time. Appreciate your support. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Like if you liked. And share if you do that kind of thing, because sharing helps get the channel known. Still struggling to pass the 300 subscriber mark. I really would, it's not the biggest thing in trying to get to a point so I can make money and blah 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 blah. It's that I would just like to see more and more viewers come about of this project of my daily life, the daily random vlog. So yeah, you gotta think positive, right? I keep saying that. I'm keeping positive here. I'm not giving up anytime soon, right? So stay with it. Stick with it. Think positive. You can stay positive. And keep a smile on your face. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night. Vlog over.